change the picture. Replace image. Desktop. That done. Why didn't it change? Good, changed. Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Riff Kids Craft Corner. How is everyone doing? Today, I'm doing something fun. I am finishing up something that I was trying to finish up the last time because sadly, I didn't have this color, which was 8019, and it came in the mail today. Now, I have some bad news. I was expecting something to come in. They're not going to even start sending it out until November. So I won't be seeing it until November. Now, I have a couple other things. Oh, that's fine. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. I do want to show you the Father's Day cards I made for my husband from the Cricut, if you would like to see that. I also am going to be working on the Displacer Beast after I'm done with this. I only have just this little section right here. And then I will be going straight to working on clay. I will be probably ordering some resin products because I need to get some more resin. But we'll talk about that later. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Riff Kids Craft Corner. Today is a diamond painting, finishing off a diamond painting, which will later on be turned into a resin product, believe it or not. Also, I want to show you my Cricut work. I'm going to be making a Father's Day gift or a Father's Day card for my father-in-law and for my husband, which I already finished my husband's, I think, just not my father-in-law's. So let's get started. It's not much left to do. It's just I told them I ran out of this color. So, and I'm using my husband's. This is my husband's diamond painting pen. And he'll start diamond painting again once we find his diamond painting. It has to be black and white, so we're going with black and white. Why did you not come off? Sorry. I'm using a special type of stuff that I got from someone a while back as a gift. And it kind of fell off of onto the drill. Wasn't after that. Just wanted to be able to finish this diamond painting. It's not very much left on the diamond painting. It's just finishing off the Ys. After the Ys are done, then we are done with this diamond painting, and later on it will be in a resin product, meaning it will be made into a lap desk or a lap. You know what I'm talking about when I say lap desk, lap, whatever. But yeah. So, yeah, we're going to be going somewhere next week. I'm also doing another sampler. Believe it or not, I'm going to be doing another sampler for crochet. I bought some very interesting yarn for it because I wanted the irrigated, what type of yarn is that called? And for that for that Wednesday, I definitely will be doing a premiere, most likely. So yeah, very excited about it. I will start doing resin again once I get some more resin. I'm completely out. That's not good news, is it? Being completely out when I'm normally loving doing resin. That's why I've been doing clay. Oh, Murgles, please tell me I did not forget that T. 8341. 8341. 8341. 8341. 8341. 8341. 8341. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. When you realized you forgot a color. Just one little color. Just one little bead. And it was done. I thought I had all my T's and I didn't. So there's the T, goes right there. So anyways, back to what I was saying. So next week on Wednesday, I will not be live at all. Even though I would love to be live, I won't be because of the fact that, oh, and I have great news to tell you on that too, on that front. I will be getting a, thank you. That's what I wanted. I will be getting my thing to fix my laptop so I can finally bring my laptop with me on different places. But I won't be able to get the laptop battery until after I get my tools. Once I get the tools, then I will get the laptop battery. That is my goal. So that's pretty good. I'm thinking of doing a crochet tutorial on Wednesday. And it's the basics. So what I'm going to be teaching is actually 3 basics. One will be the chain stitch. The second will be the I will show them a couple of the tips and tricks that I've learned. So tips and tricks. So there's the basic, the single crochet, the slip stitch, the double crochet, and the half double crochet. And I will actually probably crochet a gorgeous, probably a dishcloth. I think that would be kind of cool. Double crochet a dishcloth, or not double crochet, but single crochet, double crochet, slip stitch a dishcloth. So it's not just showing you how to do it, but it's also doing a project while I'm doing it. Let me know your thoughts. I think it would be a pretty good idea. Like I said, this will not take long because I only had a certain amount, but it was kind of funny when it took, I went and talked to the person, the diamond painting, the ones that the business, and I said, listen, I'm missing 8019 because there's not enough. And they're like, what do you mean? There is no 8019 for this. Well, I ended up taking a picture and I ended up sending it that way. So, yeah. 8019. I'm excited about making this into a lap desk. Or, well, it's not really a lap desk. It's more like a lap tray. And for like your breakfast and stuff. So that will be kind of cool. My husband's going to be making a bottom part of the tray, so I can actually add resin into it and put little handles on it, and then wait for it to dry, and then wrap it up and give it to my brother-in-law. I think that's a good idea, and that's how you can finish off your diamond paintings if you like to do that. Myself, I wanted to do that, and I said I was going to finish this. I will probably take a picture of it, put it onto Facebook, show them it is finally done, finally done, finally done, and show them after the fact when I actually do the resin pour of it being perfect. So, yeah, we have to go to Brisbane. We will probably get an accommodation, and we will have to get paid back for driving all the way to Brisbane next week on Wednesday. Let me know your thoughts. I mean, I'm very excited about it. I'm not excited about the trip, and it's taking money out of us, but other than that, let me know your thoughts of what I'm thinking about doing. And I'm almost done with this. Like I said, I only had a little bit amount to do, and then it was going to be done. And then it's going to be ready for resin. Yay! I'm going to have like a little thing to put it in. And then I'm going to have to get a squeezer or a squeeze bottle, not squeeze bottle, but something for putting silicone. So when I actually pour the resin in, it will not pour outside the silicone base area. So that's my thoughts. I'm happy to say this is 100% done. And I am happy to say I don't have to worry about this diamond pinning anymore. It's done. It's finished. Finito. Which is amazing because it didn't take very long. I told you it wasn't going to take very long, and then we're going to go right straight into clay. I thought you would like to see. This is, oh my word, it's not done. I thought it was done. I promise you, I thought. If I had not finished this, I would not have felt good. So I forgot a little section right up here. Whoops. Hey, it happens. You sometimes don't pay attention to what you're doing, and then it goes, oh, you thought you were done. But in 2 more little things, I will be done. And I hear the little tink, tink. That looks amazing. I can't wait to give this to my brother-in-law. I think he'll love it when it's all done. I'm talking about with the resin over it, and it's going to be like a little lap tray. I think he's going to love it. This is the end result, if I can grab that little thing off, of what happened here? T. Oh, T. But I just did T. When you look down and you see one missing, and it's like, no, I remember doing that one, but okay, whatever. T. I think I got it all this time. Okay. Okay, I think we got it done now, which is good. So this is the end result of the diamond painting I was trying to finish off. Here you go. Very shiny, very pretty, very glittery. Gonna lift this up just a little bit and see if I can show it to you. So this is the diamond painting I worked on that I was going to finish up for my brother-in-law. But this is the end result. And let me move it backwards, move it backwards, move it backwards. That, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh my word, what happened here? You, what? Go up there. Go up there. Give me a minute. And that one there. There you go. I think everything's in good shape. Other than that. This is what the car looks like. The whole finished car. This is what you call a diamond dots car. It's done. It's ready to be made for my brother-in-law into a gorgeous tray. Dad, this is going to go to...
Oh, that's pretty good, yeah.
This is going to go to Tony. Once
where?
I make it into a tray.
Oh, yeah.
That will be...
Yeah, that looks quite good.
Yep. So that's going to go to him once I finish making it into a resin tray.
Oh, okay.
But that part is done. Yay! That took forever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good, yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm just going to staying sharp.
Okay, have fun. Jeff is right now sleeping.
Pardon?
I said Jeff is right now sleeping.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, what's missing? I just felt something come off. I felt something come off. That's not good. If you feel something come off, you gotta make sure you take care of it. Huh. Okay, something definitely came off. Because I felt it, see, there's the drill right there. I'm done, but now I felt it come off. So where is it? That's not it. I will find it. I hope. But this is what came off is one of the drills. And if a drill comes off, you have to make sure you put that drill back. Okay, number one, I need to fix some things around just a tad. Thought this was done. I need to fix this down there, down, and down. Okay, where is the area? Trying to find out where this little thing came out of. I was rolling it into a little, you have to have the beads go on the outside. But it looks like a bead came out and I can't figure out where. Wow. There's so many beads on here. Diamond dots, whatever it's called. Yeah. So many. I have to look for anything that looks kind of off. Does that make sense? I have to look for something that's off. All that hard work finally done. That's trying to come up. That's not a good thing. Now it's in. Where did this come off at? I'm sorry, I'm like really paying attention to this at the moment just to get an idea where a little diamond dot came off at. When you're completely done with your diamond painting, you make certain all your diamonds are there. Well, when I was doing the rolling, one of the diamond beads came off and I don't know where. I'm looking everywhere, everywhere. Might have to use my other thing that will help me see it better, I actually might have to do that. Because I also wanted to show you something I was doing for my father-in-law and for Father's Day, because Father's Day is coming up in Australia. Now I'm going to just double check. Okay, look for any missing spots. No, so that's it. Trust me, you'll recognize the missing spot if it might be just an extra bead that was accidentally dropped there or something, and could be that. Could be that. We can only hope it's that. It's in the red, so I have to look through the red area for any missing spots. So I apologize. At the moment, I'm just checking for missing spots because a red bead fell off. When a red bead falls off, have to make certain that you have it all. But I will tell you that it's done. It's 100% done. Wow, is it all beaded? Okay, well, doesn't look like it. Thank you. Have you ever had a bead come off? So right now I'm looking for any beads. Okay, let me make it brighter. There's the brightest. Just double check and make sure none of the beads came off. Because I'm right now holding a bead in my hand. And after we're done there, then we'll go right straight to our clay. Just want to make sure nothing's missing on this. Well, we're going to put this right here, and we'll deal with that later. I'm not sure which bead this is, but we'll figure out which one later. But it is done. I will tell you, it is 100% done. I like it. I'm glad it's done. I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's finished. Now we have to turn it into the lap desk that we were planning on doing. Well, not lap desk, but lap tray. But you know what I meant. So we got that done. And you roll it outwards so people can see the beads so it doesn't pop off. You have it right here. So that's done. Now, would you like to see what I made my husband for Father's Day? If I can find the little marbles. What did I do with stuff? Father's Day is coming up, guys, in Australia. I'm trying to think how I can prevent anything to get destroyed on this. I could probably put like a little band on it and it'll hold it in place for now. I think that'll be fine. So that's done. I'm happy to say that's done. Now, Cricut. I made a couple of Cricut projects. This is for my husband for Father's Day. What do you think? I put that there. I made that little thing there. This was all done on the Cricut. And that is how the Father's Day card looks. Happy Father's Day. Loving, funny, amazing, sweet. I made that for him. And this is the envelope that one will go into. Isn't that nice? Just so you can see. That is one of the Father's Day cards I made my husband. He is a father because when he married me, I was already a mother. And this is the other Father's Day card. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like how that turned out? I think it's kind of cute, but let me know your thoughts. That was done on my Cricut, and that is where I can do a sentimental writing. So there's two things I made, and I still have to make my father's-in-law a card, and this is the envelope that goes with it. And that's what this thing goes with right here. So that's my husband's other Father's Day card. I made him two. Now, what his Father's Day gift is very nice, believe it or not. His Father's Day gift is a all the way down to the ankles bathrobe, one that he wanted. So that's cool. I did it. Yay! Now we're going to go and work on the claws. We had the paws done. Now to do the claws. Hello to who came in. Just thought you would like to see that. So here are the paws, or the what I was working on before. So we need to make the claws of the paws, if that makes sense. So I need to make the claws that will go out of the paws. So that's my next goal. And then we might work on the wings. I know it sounds weird to do wings on a Displacer Beast, but I'm thinking, why not? So we have this right here. And we're going to be working with our hands. Now, like I said, on Wednesday next week, I will not be going live. I will probably most likely be doing something else. Setting up something else. So for right now, we are going to work on the claws. So let's see how that goes. Okay. I'm going to use my fingers to soften it just a little bit. That's the good thing about these things. Now, and then we're going to go into it like this. And roll it this way, just a little bit to the sharpness, and this way to the sharpness. And I will actually use one of my needles to cut it in pieces like this. And then I'm going to roll it. And I'm going to shape it. And that is a claw. And then we're going to set the claw into that little area right there. And we're going to have that sharpened like yeah. And then same thing here. I'm going to make certain I have the claw where it goes in and it holds it in place. Not sure what this is that's on it. There. That goes right there. And that starts the feet, the claws, the feet. I think it needs to be lifted up a little higher. And that goes there. I think this one has to be lifted up a little higher. And then we'll use my little piece of wire. Where's the wire I want to use? I have wire here. Just give me a minute to find the wire that I wanted to use to kind of fix it up. So this wire will go right into that little section right there. And will be into the... Part of me wonders if I should just make the claw on wire and then put the wire in. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Trying to make a decision here. I could do the claw, like cut the wire into little sections, roll it, put the clay over it, and so it's more sturdy. You can let me know your thoughts on that idea. But yeah, wire, claw, yeah. Because I think that will work. Put that there and then do the claw. I think that will work much better. Be right back while I go get a idea. Another thing I thought about doing live is doing my Cricut. No, I mean putting the Cricut designs together. Wait, I don't ruin my good scissors. So we're going to cut. I think that's what we're going to go. We're going to make the claws, but we're going to make it so they don't come apart, if that makes sense. I think I like that idea better. So we will go and get this thing right here. We will take it like this because it's nice and I won't say flimsy, but it's nice and pliable. That's why it's called armature wire in the first place. Cut it about right here, 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 here. I think that's about the right size. So I would probably cut it about that size and use my my tool to round it off. Yeah, I think that would work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I need, so we'll cut that down there. Take this as a measurement. Cut that down there. And do 5 more of them. I think that will work. What do you think? So I will take this as my measurement. Use this as my idea. Now, I will be making wings. That's another thing I plan on doing today, is making wings. How? Don't ask. It's just wings. Okay, so that can be cut like that. That will be one there, one there. So those will be for the feet. And we will make the claws. Yeah. And last but not least, this one right here. Okay, so we're doing the claws. I was trying to think how I was going to do the claws. So we're going to do the claws. We are going to use this as our guide to roll it around. So that looks good. Use other armature wire that you have to roll it around so you can make it just right for your claws. Ow. Okay. Not sure why it didn't cut right, but hey. That's better. Sorry about that. So we wrap that around. And I'm actually using armature wire I already had originally to use as my guide to make the Ow. Okay, I might have to use gloves to protect my fingers. Those things are sharp. Ugh. They are sharp. Oh, Murgles, that hurts. Okay, that might help. Might. Okay, so there. That's better. A little bit more sharper. A little more bend. I miss my my little tool I use usually. You know, there's a tool I use that helps me bend it a little bit. I gotta look for it real quick, and I don't know where I put it because I have people coming over sometime. Okay, it's not there. It's not there. I mean, I could use this. I don't really want to. I'm trying to get an idea. Ow! Should be easy to bend, but it's not being a little cantankerous. Okay, that one bent. Okay. That one bent. I think the smaller they are, I should switch which side I'm on. Sure. I'm right here where I'm trying to bend this. Ow, ow, ow. Bend, ow. So what I'm doing right here is trying to bend this for the nails. This really hurts, by the way. Ow. Okay. It's not liking me. Not liking me one bit. I hate when they bend and don't bend when you want it. Oh, the chat box blocks me? Well, I can take the chat box off. But then I can't read what you're saying. I don't know if they'll let me move it over. No. But don't know. I'm right now just trying to bend this. Okay. I only have 2 more to bend, and then we're good. So So it blocks me. So if you want, I can go full on. Is that better? Let me know. It's not really bent the way I want it to be bent. Where is my tools? Where are my toolie woolies? My tools, trade of the mark of the trade, and all that type of tools. Where are you? Where are you when I need you? Show me where you are at. Oh, can't find my tools. Okay, come on. You can do this. Ow. But that hurt me. Nope. You just don't want to do that. Fine, we'll use something a little less invasive. That one will bend. So what I need to do is cut another small piece. Oh my word, that hurt my hands. So these little ones I can use for something else. But as long as they look like little claws, I'm fine. But this one just does not want to bend. Ow. It doesn't want to bend, so I'm not going to use that if it doesn't bend, if that makes sense. Ow. Where is my other tools? I just don't see my other tools. It's here somewhere. Ow, Merkles. You know what? I'll do it a different way so I don't hurt my hands. That will work. I'll just cut it. If it's too tiny, it won't close or it won't shut or it won't, it won't bend. So yeah, that will work. That will work. That'll work much better. So we got the toenails or the toes. These. Oh. Yeah. Okay, we got that. Yay, that's all set. Now, what we're going to do is make the toes. Now that I got the thing on, that works much better. I only put my glove on because I was hurting my hand. Can you see what I'm doing now? Okay. Now, this can go in here and can be lifted up over the foot. And that will lift right into that little section right there. And then this. No, I don't like how that looks. Needs to be wrapped around it. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I know what to do now. It just took me a bit to think. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to take this. And we're going to wrap it around. Same here. Wrap this around. And then push that in. And fix it. Nope, that just does not look right. We will get this. We will. Hi, dear. How are you doing? Okay, so we will mix this around a little bit better. Can you see what I'm doing? Is the chat box blocking me now? Or is it much better? Should work now, I think. Okay, so we're going to make a little slit. We're going to go right here, pull it in. And we're going to go in to this little section right here. And we're going to aim it like that. And we're going to make it nice and flat. Make certain this is all covered. Audie, is it better now? Hello, welcome to Rift Kids Craft Corner. How's everyone doing? I am right now making the toes of the Displacer Beast. If I can make the toes just right. Okay. I'm going to make sure I got the right size for the toes. And they have to be sharp. It's a little thick at the moment. If I can make it a little thinner, it probably will look a lot better in the middle. So now let's see. Does not look like no toes for me. Okay, maybe this wasn't a wise choice. Maybe it's better just doing the Displacer Beast toes and cook them and then put them on and not use those at all. We're going to try something else. I want to make certain it looks like toes. So I'm doing this part right here. And then I'm going to bend them like that. Bend them like that. Let's see if I can get it into that to look like toes. That looks more like toes. So that looks like a claw. Let's see if I put it like that. Yeah, that looks like a claw. So I can show you what I'm doing. I'm trying to make the claws of the Displacer Beast. So that's the claw. Now, of course, the claw is going to come out like this right here. And that's where the claw is going to be, right there. And I think that looks like a claw. So we'll do the toes or the claws. Make sure you have enough not resin. Why am I thinking about resin? Because I don't have any resin right now. So I'm doing with what I have. So right now we are doing clay. So here's the toes or the claws. And then you aim it like this into that. And you just test it to see if you got the right size. It looks like it would fit, and it's pretty good. So that's how I want it. I want it aiming like that, in a arced form. I think that's how I want it, and probably cut it here into the middle because we want the claws to all look good together. So that in an arced form. Let's see. Let's see. And then this one right here in an arced form. Yeah, I think I got the right size. That's all I was caring about. And then we'll probably put like a little I think that's what we'll do. I think I finally figured out what I'm going to do now.
Your phone too.
The phone is right behind me. What did she say?
How am I supposed to do anything without the phone? How am I supposed to know what she says without calling her?
Fair enough. Okay, so here's this. And we actually will have this where it can stick like that and then go in like that. I like that. I like the setup. It looks good and it will be set up. Same way here. You want this to have that little hole or that little setup right there. That way it can go right into the little thing right like that and set. So I think I got the idea better. For a little bit there, I wasn't sure what I was doing on the Displacer Beast claws.
Hello. Yes, hello to you. This is Jeff Gold
So
here.
there's this, and then we'll do this about here. And we will make the Displacer Beast claws. Now, I am planning on making a wings too. I know it sounds strange. Or do you want me to work on the tentacles? The tentacles I can work on too. They are so much easier to make, by the way. I've made tentacles before. They turned out really good. So all I'm doing is I'm aiming, but I need the claw to be a little thicker. That's better. And then it goes down like that. Then what I do is I'm taking my nail and I'm cutting it in a little piece right there. And then I'm going to take one of these little pieces right here.
Travel down on the 28th and then come back on the 29th. But because I'm really not going to feel like driving that far and back in one day.
Okay. So we'll do this real quick. You have to make certain you have the right size. Then you go put this right in just to hold it in place.
Yeah.
And that will go into that little area. Now,
Yes. if it was the same location as last time, which was the mill tower or something. That one happens to be that one's right next door, I think, to where we have the appointment.
okay, so what we'll do is right here, we'll do the same thing. Make the claws. I need to make 5 each. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas on the claws. I have to make, how many claws do I have to make?
I'm fairly sure because it's either 29 or 129 or whatever it is, Spring Street. Not Spring. Oh goodness. My wife's doing something online at the moment. Let me just quickly check. I'm fairly sure that it's in the exact same building as the specialist that we, so I was, where is the original?
So we're going to
Just have a
fix
quick
the
look.
claw.
Okay.
With a claw like that, and I'm gonna aim it like this,
Wickham Terrace, Spring Hill. Same place.
and have it about that size, and then cut this little spot right here.
It nearly has to be the exact same place. I can't imagine that there are 2 specialists, because there's a hospital there, in that location. If there are 2 hospitals in that location, I'd be awfully surprised. So, I mean, these 2 blokes would probably say, "Oh, I saw that fellow 3 weeks ago." Yeah, that's good. Oh.
So that's making the claws. So we're working on the claws right now. I think the claws is very important because we already did the paws. Love how the paws turned out. But now to make the claws, and then underneath the paws, I will make certain I make the pads and the 4 pads underneath it and the big pad right here. But right now, we are going to work on the claws. And then we will work on either the body or we'll work on the wings.
That's perfectly fine. If I go fuel, I remember correctly, I just have to get a receipt from whoever I speak to. Kilometers is actually easier because they know where I live, they know where I'm going. I'm not going to be going anywhere else.
And then aim it like this, just so it's nice and flat.
Make a preference now for kilometers because that will probably make it easier.
You want it about the same size each time, so I'm trying to get the right size for you guys. That's what I'm doing. And we will cut it with a needle, because that's what I'm using is a needle. Do not want hair in your project.
Yes, then you can have that. You want to spend time drying down. Yeah.
I do like how that turned out though. So we can use this one right here, this one right here. We want them to look pretty similar to each other. So we're looking at them in this light just to make certain it's all similar. And then we're going to cut it right in the middle.
Awesome. Thank you, Dan.
So we're going to cut it right in the middle. And we're going to take this little thing right here, go into this little section right here. Are we going into the same accommodation?
I'm trying for that.
I hope so.
I really hope that we can get it. Because if we have to drive anywhere else, that would be annoying.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, the whole idea would be to drive straight there into that. Because they say they have parking for guests.
Yeah, I remember them saying that. Okay. And that one needs to be fixed just a tad bit. We don't want any mistakes on it. Wonder if that looks good. Then we want to kind of aim it just so it's a little sharper on the top. Make it a little bit like that. And that. And that. I think they look like claws. I hope they look like claws. You can let me know. But we are making little claws. I will be probably cooking them soon. That way I can put them together on the, on the thing here. So we'll see. So right now I am rolling it. Yeah, I'm rolling it. Rolling. And then I'm going to take this little part of my needle, cut it into piece right here. And aim it like that. And then look for that little piece that I had. I just had a piece. And then twist it down just a tad. Like that. Yeah, or a little bit like that. Like that. And then we will take this little thing right here and we will cut it. Into that. Then we will take this right here. And we will push this just a tad bit in. Just a tad bit. And then we will cook it. I'm liking this. I think this is going to look cute. Well, not cute, but you know what I mean. I'm making the Displacer Beast claws for the first two paws. These two paws right there, and then we'll go put them in the. We won't put these in the oven until after we do this. Then we put them together. That's what my plan is. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. Okay. Then we take the thing here. We cut it into a piece like that. Then we lightly pat it like this. Hun, do you want noodle box today?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. And push this in just a tad. Just enough so we can put it in the little thing. And there we go. We got another claw. It's important to have the claws ready because that's part of the Displacer Beast. You have to have claws for the Displacer Beast. Hold a second. I'm going to drink. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you like the claws? They're not that hard to make, the claws. So I'm working on the claw because of the fact that Displacer Beasts have claws. When you think of a big cat, they have claws. Well, a Displacer Beast is a beast. It has claws. So I'm going right here. We're going to cut it in piece like that. And we're going to aim this into the little section right in here. This is actually going to keep it in place, is what my goal is. I'm hoping. And there's the claw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 10 claws on each 2 paws. Ten claws on each 10 paws. And what we want is we want it up here to be very sharp looking. So that's one. We don't want it to look too rounded because the claws actually have like a little bit of a sharp talon-like look to it. If you know what I mean. Sharp talon look to it. Okay. I'm glad that the DP is done though. Now all I have left to do is to put in resin or resin over it. As you can tell, I'm like sharpening the top a little bit, you know, putting like a little bit of a, I don't know how to explain it. I've seen the claws of a cat, and it has like almost like a little tip to it on the very top. Like a very top tip. I don't know how to explain it. But I've seen these little top tips is to keep it rigid, or I'm not sure, but it gives it just that edge going down, if that makes sense. Now we are working on another one. Woohoo! This is fun. Okay, so the first 10 is already almost done. And then we'll go to the next 10. And that helps you see what's going on. And then tip like that. Sharpen the tip up on the top. Just a tidbit. Just a tid. Just a tidbit. Push this back a little bit. And that's pretty much how the claw will look. I like that. So we take this right here. We cut it in half. I like this little setup better than the other one. And then you push this into the claw. And it holds it in place. And then there's your claw. I've seen cat claws. I've had a cat before. Max Midnight was my cat, and I seen those claws. They have that little bit of a tidbit of a sharpness to the top. It's like a little, it's not rounded. It's more like there's like a little hint of a tip to it, if that makes sense. So we're trying to make it look as good as possible for this Displacer Beast. And as you can tell, there's the Displacer Beast claw. Push this back in a little bit. Put this right here, a little tidbit, just a tiny tidbit. Like that. And this goes right into this. Right in here. Holds it in place. So when we put it on, it'll go like that. And there we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 6, 8, 10. We have 10. 10 done there. Yay. So what we'll do is we'll actually take that 10. We'll move this out of the way. By the way, look at this. Isn't it cute? I actually cricketed that. So cute. Yeah. So we'll move this for right now right to there, and we'll move this right there. And I'm going to put the claws that I've already done in here. That way I know where they are and they don't get messed up. Then when I'm done, I will put them in the oven so they get cooked. Because I need those claws. Oh, okay. Whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to cut it in half. Well, not cut it, but I'm going to tear it. I'm going to take this and I'm going to line it so as to prevent getting the ridges on it, if that makes sense. So 1, 2, 3. I think this one needs to be down just a tad bit more. And that needs to be down just a tad bit more. Yeah. And there, that will look really good. So we got the first set of claws. What do you think? Did I do good on the claws? Let me know your thoughts. That's the first set. Now we have to do the second set. With no hair. So I like how those claws turned out. I like the fact that they are, if they're perfect for a big cat, and that's the big thing. But if you visualize what I'm doing here, that's how the claws will look. And this one right here will go right in this section right here. Do you see what I'm doing? But this is what this, that's why I have that little tidbit there. And then I can work it in. Kind of want to sharpen, not sharpen it, but I kind of want to push it down just a tad bit more. Because that will help keep the thing looking good. They have to be down a little bit more into like a angle. Doing a displacer beast is fun, especially if you want it to reach your goals. I've done Displacer Beast before. That's not what I wanted. It's not supposed to roll. And just make sure it's a little bit more rounded at the bottom. So when you're touching it on the ground, it actually touches the ground. So what I'm doing is, here's an example of what I'm doing. Do you see how it's going to touch the ground? That's what I want. Here's an example. Do you see what I'm doing? So that's my goal. So that's the first 10. Let's work on the next 10. So the first 10 is all done. Woohoo! 10. I'm wondering if you guys want me to do cricket. Like, I could do like a Father's Day card, and I could show you how I glue it together and all that. If you would like to see something like that, I can do that too. But right now I'm going to work on the claws because I have 6 claws to do. Not 6 paws to do, which equals 30 claws. Let's cut these into smaller spots. Two. I'm just cutting the claws thing. They need the little bits of this part right here. You need to have enough of them to keep going. So I'm trying to get them all ready for putting on the claws when I'm making the claws. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 16. 18. Where is it? This one right here. And 20. So we have 20 little claws left to make, and then we're done with the claws. So I think cutting it about this much, because that's a little bit too much for the claws. And then we roll it. We roll it like this. Yeah, I think that will look good. I'm wondering if the fronts should be more to the front. Okay, that's a little bit too big. So that's good. But yeah, I'm wondering if it's more in the front. And then we put one of these in. We fix the tops a little bit to make it nice and flatter in this area, because we want it to look kind of like a claw of a big cat. That's one. Woohoo! We're getting some done. And then we keep going. We have some more claws to do. Okay. Don't know why there's a piece of hair. I never understand why there's a piece of hair. Okay. 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 Now, this part right here, you can cut off this little piece. That's a little bit too narrow. We want it to have a little bit of a flatness to it, but we don't want it to be too overly flat, if that makes sense. Now, we take this part right here, bend it, pull this back a little bit, just so you can see it. Then you go one little area right here, just to make certain it goes down just a tad bit. Then you go and take your little piece of wire. And you make certain it's almost perfect in your mind. And you got your second claw. And you kind of want to flatten this side out just a tad. Not too flattened, but flattened enough, because you have to remember the claws they're like sheathed in the skin. When you pull it out, it's like ow. But I know what I mean. So we're doing the claws. I need to have 30 of them. Believe it or not, 30 of these little babies. "30 of these claws." And that's about right. Perfect, actually. And you cut it right in the middle right here. Make sure you do not. There, that's better. You don't want nicks in them because when you're working with the clay, it nicks easy. I'll let you know that now. So you kind of want to fix that nick out just so it's nice and flat and looks like a real claw. Then you take your thing here, take your little fingers, press against it just a little bit. Press this inward just a little bit and out a little bit and in a little bit. And then you got your claw. Then you take your little piece of wire that you already cut. And it looks good for a cat's claw. Which I think is nice. I was like, how am I going to make these claws look right in this on this Displacer Beast? Because the last time I didn't even do claws on my other one. This one I just felt I should. So there's a claw. Goes that way. Perfect. Goes into that like that. And you put this like this with a little bit of a bit. And then you put a little thing like this in. Just to make certain. Okay. And that's how you do a animal claw. That's an animal claw. See? And if you visualize it, the claw goes right here. It clicks in. And then you have to round about it. But that's what the claw would look like. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Do you like how I do claws? So I'm enjoying making my claws. So we have 2, 4, 6. Let me just count how many I have right now. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm on the 15th claw. And then you roll it like this. You want it thin, but you don't want it overly thin. You want it just about the right claw thinness, like about like that. And then you aim it like that. Go here. Hit that little section. Tighten it right up in the top, just so it's looks like a claw. Not too overly. Not too overly. And then you take your little thing to help you put it in. I think it looks pretty good. That's what a claw looks like. It's not a tooth, it's a claw. You want your claws to fit your Displacer Beast. And I'm visualizing the claws, and I think I did pretty good on the claws. And it works because making claws is kind of fun. Wouldn't you agree, dear heart?
Making claws is fun.
Oh my word, if you could just see how many claws I've made
I
already.
know you've enjoyed it.
Here, look.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a big kitty cat.
That's a big kitty cat, yep. I thought I was doing right on the size of the claws. So right now I am going to cut it just a tad, not too much, but just enough because you want it to be able to handle, but you want it to be able to handle the little section you made for it. Then you want to fix this little section up here. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a little ridge on the very tops of the claws. How I know that is, like I said, I had never had a big cat, but I've had a cat before. So you take this, you push it in, not too far because you want to be able to put it in the other thing. Lift it up a little bit, lift it up over there, and so it's flat like that. And fix this little section just a tad bit more. And there you go, a claw. What do you think? Do you like it? I think the claws turned out really good. I got to keep track of how many claws I have left to do. There's a lot of claws to this little guy. So, well, not little guy. He's a big guy, but you know what I mean. So we are working on the claws. Claw, 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 claw. And after I'm done with this, I might work on switch. Switch. It's not switch. Can't think. It's not the switch. I wasn't meaning to talk about the switch. Although I just found out that they are doing something about Animal Crossing, which was quite interesting. They're getting rid of something, and yeah. I like that. That looks good. Does look good. Okay. And you're looking for a little thing to go right into the little thing right in here. We'll hold it in place. Then you go to the very tops. Lightly sharpen it. It's not really sharpening the claws, but you know what I mean. But yeah, that's how we will work on the claws. Then we will take all these extra little bits because we have so many little extra little bits and work these in. I usually take about half of it or a little bit less than half, so I have the right size. And then we go and make more claws. I did mention I was going to work on the claws. And then I might work on the body. I haven't made a decision on the body yet, but I definitely made a decision on the claws. Make it a little bit thicker, a little bit smaller than that. And then we have to cut it like right here because we want it, because it is a big cat and it is big, it's a big beast. we want to make certain that the claws fit this big cat. So we're going right here. I call it making a divot in it. I make a little tiny divot with my finger like that to make it look like that. Then I go and shape it with a little bit of it's very slight on the top. It's like very slight, but you have to make certain you have that little slight, because if you look right here, it has that little slight sharpness look to it. Then you go and put this in here. And you go in here, push it in, and there we go. And done. Some of these look smaller and some of them looks bigger, so I'll have to figure out how I want to organize them. The bigger ones should be maybe the thumbs, like the big thumb thingies, or smaller should be probably a different area of it. But we'll see. I'm still trying to figure it all out. Making claws, it's actually very easy. It's kind of like making teeth for your Displacer Beast. So you can make the teeth. I'm actually thinking of getting some, what is it called? Okay, that's plenty big. And about this much cut off. Yeah. Plenty big. Make sure you don't have that little piece there. And then you push it in like this. Push it in. And you want this part to go down like that. And you want to go down. Like I said, I have some thumbs, so I need to make sure I have the thumbs too. So here we go. The claws are being done, and it's looking good, by the way. Then you just put your little, I'm putting a little piece into, so I can actually hold it into my artwork that I'm doing. That looks good. And that is a claw. Then you take another piece and you keep going. It's so much fun doing this. But like I said, Jeff is supposed to get something from them to tell us where we're going or how we're going to do things. So yeah. And that's how you make claws. Claws are pretty easy, actually, when you're working on them. It's like boom, boom, boom. You roll it like this, and you make it where it's nice and, sharp like that. All you do is you twist it slightly, have a little bit of a area, push this in like that, have that little sharp part right here, just a slight one. Then you go on the very tips, at the very tip top part. And then you push this in so you can have it for when you push it into the artwork. At the very tops, you want to kind of sharpen the edges up there on the very top. And that is a claw. I think that looks really good for a claw. So we'll see. I'll make several of them. Then I'll make a decision of how I want them organized and how strong or how big I want them and all that. So we're going for the next one. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And you want to aim it. No, that just doesn't look right to me. It needs to look sharp, but it doesn't need to look like, it doesn't need to look weird in my book. That makes sense. I want it to have sharp, like a sharp point. Then it needs to go down like this. Aim it like that. Push it in like that. And aim it like that. And push inward like that and lift it up a little bit like that. And then we'll figure out how we want it done. Then we take a little piece of metal. I'm doing one metal. You do not want that metal showing through when you're doing this. And there is your claw. Take another piece. With the reason why I went with a white Displacer Beast, there's a couple reasons. The first one is the white clay is easier to work with than the smaller clay. The black clay, you have to really, I don't know how to explain it. You have to really soften it, and it doesn't soften easy. I tried. Trust me, I tried. There's that. We want that to be aiming like that. Push this in like this. Oh, my word. Making claws are so easy for me. And then put your little metal piece in. This is just so it can fit into the base of the thing there. So yeah. So in this part, it's a little sharpened. And we're done. A claw. I mean, some of them are smaller, some of them are bigger. I'm trying to stay with the bigger look to it, but sometimes it's smaller. So I'm trying to keep it smaller and bigger. I haven't decided how small I want this, but I want to be able to make the claw. Claws are looking better, and I'm looking at them and I'm like, the bigger ones look better in my mind than the smallers. But we will keep doing it. I might make a few extras just in case I didn't make the right size, if that makes sense. And there we go. Easy peasy. Sharp and easy. Then you just take your little piece of wire that you had cut previously. Make sure it fits into there. And you put this in the baking tray, or whatever tray you want to call this. I call it a baking tray. It might not be a baking tray, but I call it a baking tray. Then you take this this, and making claws. Making claws. And then you go like this. Make sure it's sharp on the edge. And you go push it in. You lift that up like that, about there. And you take it like this, like that. And you take a piece of this will be used to help anchor into the thing. And that is the claw. Although I think this claw is a little bit long. There. That's better. It was a little bit long for me on the other one, so I tore it off. This is where that little extra long piece went. Then you just mold it, or you knead it in your fingers, between your fingers, and you turn it and twist it and turn it. By the way, I have everything ready to make arrows. I do. I have everything to make arrows. And then you want to aim this right here. And make certain it looks like that. Aim it to the top, just to make certain it. Aim it to the top. Aim it to the top. And push that down just a tad. There you go. And there you go. I love how the claws are coming out. I think I've done really well on getting the claws done. It depends on how long it takes me to do the claws. And I have like 5 more claws to make. Some of them are smaller and some of them are bigger. So I might have to make some smaller claws. Then make decisions on if I want them to be smaller or if I want them to be bigger. If that makes sense. So, yeah. And we got it going here. Yep. So we got that there. Aim it like this. This. And yeah, that will make up for some of the smaller claws. I really think the biggest claw will be the first claw, I think. I think that's where the biggest claw will come from. I don't know. It'll come to me. But there's the claw. Boom, boom, boom. Make certain it looks good up on the top. Bend it in underneath. And there's your claw. Pretty easy. Pretty good. This is all the claws. Some of them are tinier. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use the tinier ones. Kind of want to make them bigger, to be honest. Because when they're too tiny, they don't look like they're going to fit. So I might do that. I might make them bigger. because it just doesn't look right to me. This one's perfect. This one's not. These are so tiny. Yeah, these are tiny. I'm trying to get them as close to the size I need. So that kind of gives me an idea of how big I want them. That looks good. 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 So that would be probably the first claws. Then the next one, that looks good. Then it started going too tiny. Like, some of these are way too tiny. Like, yeah. That is starting to get tiny. This is tiny. This is looking good. Do you see what I mean? It starts getting tiny, and I want them to look decent. This one's good. And this one's good. So we have 6 right there. These are just so tiny. So I already have an idea what I'm going to redo. But at least I know the size I want. So I'm going to use this as a reference, if that makes sense. Have you ever done that where you put something as a reference? Well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put something as a reference because I want them to look pretty decent. I don't want them to be tiny, like teeny tiny, you know, but actually decent. After all, these are Displacer Beast claws. So I would need to fix the size. So which one should I go with? I think I'll go with this to give me an idea. Because if you don't have the right size and okay, I'll see you on Monday. See you on Monday. Might cut off in about 2 minutes. But see you on Monday. Thank you, Audie, for always being there. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut off in 2 minutes. In 1 minute, actually, now. Because these just didn't turn out the way I wanted, so I'm going to have to redo them. Anyways, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please ring the bell so you know when I upload another video. And last but not least, please comment. I said ring the bell, subscribe, comment, and there's one more I'm missing. Ring the bell, comment, subscribe, and thumbs up. I knew I was forgetting one. Anyways, many blessings and shalom, and I'll talk to you guys later. I went for about 2 hours. I think that was a pretty good amount of time. Okay.